If you've been following Mysteria for a while, you already know this game has gone through a lot of changes. Different names, different lobbies, different systems, different eras, and a lot of different ideas. But if you've played Mysteria before, forget everything you thought you knew, because Mysteria 2.0 is different. This isn't silenced, this isn't the old Mysteria, and this isn't the old Frutiger Aero version. Those ideas were scrapped. Instead, we decided to take everything we've learned from developing Mysteria and rebuild the game into something much bigger, cleaner, and better. Mysteria 2.0 is a completely new chapter, and honestly, it might feel like a completely different creator made it. The first thing you're going to notice when you join Mysteria 2.0 is the world itself. The lobby is being completely rebuilt. It's not just going to be another small waiting area. We're creating a new environment with a new atmosphere, new terrain, new locations, and a completely different feeling. The goal is to make the world feel alive, with better lighting, better terrain, better environments, better atmosphere, more places to explore, and a lobby that actually feels like a world instead of somewhere you're forced to stand while waiting for the next round. This is the new home of Mysteria, Mysteria Island. The island isn't going to stay exactly the same forever either. As different seasons and events arrive, the environment can change, the atmosphere can change, decorations can change, different areas can appear, special locations can open, and the island can evolve alongside the game. So when you return to Mysteria months later, you might discover that the world looks completely different. For anyone completely new to Mysteria, Mysteria is a murder mystery sandbox. Every round, players can become different roles. You could become an innocent, you could become the sheriff, or you could become the murderer. As an innocent, your goal is to survive and figure out who the murderer is. As the sheriff, you're one of the only people capable of stopping the murderer. And as the murderer, your objective is to eliminate everyone before they can figure out who you are. The gameplay is simple to understand, but Mysteria is much more than just the rounds because everything you do outside of the rounds matters too. Mysteria 2.0 is also bringing new maps. We're not just taking the old maps and throwing them into the new version. The goal is to create maps that fit the new direction of the game, with new environments, new layouts, new atmosphere, new terrain, new places to hide, new places to investigate, and new ways for rounds to play out. Every map should feel like it belongs in Mysteria 2.0. And of course, what would Mysteria be without weapons? Mysteria 2.0 is bringing new and redesigned weapons. Knives are still one of the biggest parts of the game and revolvers are still here, but we're improving the overall weapon experience. The weapons should feel better, look better, and fit the new version of Mysteria. And we're not stopping at the weapons themselves, we're also rebuilding the systems around them. One of the biggest systems being worked on is the new shop. The old shop experience is being replaced with something much more modern. The new shop isn't only going to be about buying weapons either. We're working on new categories and cosmetics, including ammo cosmetics, gun effects, emotes, and more. Some of these systems are still being worked on, but the goal is to make the shop feel like an actual part of the Mysteria experience. Instead of only collecting a knife or revolver, you'll have more ways to customize how your items and character look and feel. Your collection is also getting a huge upgrade. Mysteria 2.0 is getting a completely new inventory with a cleaner interface, better organization, better item management, and a modern way to view everything you've collected. Knives, revolvers, pets, mystics, effects, toys, special items, and future cosmetics will all have their place. Everything should feel easier to find and manage. Your inventory isn't just a menu, it's your collection. And yes, pets are back. If you remember the older Mysteria eras, you'll know that pets were a part of the game's history. Now they're returning for Mysteria 2.0. You'll be able to collect them, show them off, and have them as part of your Mysteria experience. It's one of those classic features that we're bringing forward into the new version. And another system that isn't going anywhere is Mystics. Mystics are staying in Mysteria 2.0. They're still part of the collectible experience and give players another way to customize their character. So if you loved Mystics before, don't worry. They're coming with us into 2.0. Now let's talk about one of the biggest UI changes. Boxes are getting a complete makeover. The old box opening experience is being replaced with a new 3D box UI. Instead of feeling like you're just clicking through a flat menu, opening a box should feel like an actual event. You'll be able to see the box, interact with it, watch the opening, and finally discover your reward. The entire purpose is to make collecting feel more exciting, because when you finally get that rare item, you should actually feel the excitement of opening it. And there's another huge change for collectors. The old crafting system is being replaced. Introducing Fusion. Fusion is the new way to combine items and create something new. Instead of the old crafting system, Fusion gives your collection a new purpose. You can take certain items from your inventory, combine them, and work toward creating something better. It's designed to make collecting duplicates more useful and give players another long-term goal. Fusion is going to be an important part of the new Mysteria collectible system. And yes, coins are returning. The old gems currency is gone. Mysteria 2.0 is moving forward without gems. Coins are returning as part of the new economy, with the goal of making the currency system simpler and more useful. Coins can be connected to different parts of the game, including the shop and future trading features. And that brings us to another huge system. Trading is getting rebuilt too. The goal is to create a much better trading experience where players can exchange their collectibles more easily. But there's an important addition: coin trading. Trading isn't only about exchanging items anymore. Coins can also become part of trades, giving players more flexibility when negotiating with other players. Whether you're looking for a specific weapon, trying to complete your collection, or making a deal with another player, the new trading system is designed to make that experience much better. And now let's talk about one of the most exciting gameplay features, Death Timer. Death Timer is a special bonus game mode that changes the way a normal round works. Instead of simply playing a normal murder mystery round, you have to deal with a timer, and that timer changes everything. Every second matters. You can't just waste the entire round doing nothing. You have to make decisions. You have to move. You have to survive. You have to figure out who you can trust, and you have to think about what you're going to do before time runs out. Death Timer is designed to create a faster and more intense experience. The pressure keeps building, and the longer you survive, the more important every decision becomes. It's one of the bonus modes coming to Mysteria 2.0. Mysteria 2.0 is also moving into a new character era. We're bringing in R15, which means better character movement and a more modern Roblox character system. This also gives us more possibilities for animations, movement, cosmetics, and future features. A lot of the game's older systems are also being rebuilt and improved so they work properly with the new version. Another area being expanded is character expression. Emotes are being worked on as part of the new shop and cosmetic experience. The goal is to give players more ways to express themselves, because Mysteria isn't only about winning. Sometimes you just want to stand in the lobby with your friends and have fun. And we want Mysteria to have room for that too. And probably one of the most obvious differences is the interface. The old UI is being left behind. The Frutiger Aero direction was experimented with, but that version was scrapped. We're now working toward a newer, more modern UI direction. The goal is consistency. The inventory should feel modern. The shop should feel modern. Trading should feel modern. The box system should feel modern. The player list should feel modern. And the menus, settings, progression, and everything else should feel like they belong to the same game. Instead of having different interfaces that feel like they came from different versions of Mysteria, we're rebuilding the experience so everything feels connected. The player experience is also getting improvements. The player list and player status systems are being rebuilt. The goal is to make it easier to understand what's happening during a round and who is actually participating. Everything should feel cleaner, easier to read, and more modern. Now comes something that might not sound exciting, but is actually one of the most important parts of Mysteria 2.0, bug fixes. A lot of them. Old Mysteria has had its fair share of broken systems. Things that worked in one update and broke in another. Unfinished features, UI problems, gameplay bugs, data problems, and systems that didn't work correctly. Mysteria 2.0 is about fixing those foundations. The goal isn't to simply cover the bugs up. We're rebuilding the systems themselves. We want the new version to be more stable, more polished, and much more reliable. We don't want Mysteria to feel like another unfinished beta. Progression is also being rebuilt. Instead of having an outdated level system that doesn't fit the current game, Mysteria 2.0 is getting a more modern progression experience. Play, earn, level up, collect, unlock, and keep progressing. The goal is to give players reasons to continue playing even after they've already experienced the basic gameplay. But honestly, one of the biggest changes isn't even a specific feature. It's the atmosphere. Mysteria 2.0 is supposed to feel different. The lighting, the terrain, the maps, the lobby, the environments, the weapons, the UI, the sounds, and the overall presentation are all coming together to create a new identity. You shouldn't join Mysteria 2.0 and think, yeah, this is the same old game with an update. You should join and think, wait, what happened to Mysteria? And then realize that everything happened. Mysteria 2.0 is also being designed with the future in mind. The island can change throughout the year. Halloween can bring a completely different atmosphere. Winter can transform the environment. Valentine's can introduce new decorations and content. Summer can bring different areas and events. Future events can introduce completely new experiences. The world doesn't have to stay frozen in one version. It can evolve. If you're an old Mysteria player, you might recognize some things. Pets, mystics, coins, the murder mystery gameplay, the collectible systems, and the feeling of collecting rare items. But everything around those ideas has been rebuilt. So don't expect the exact Mysteria you remember. This is what happens when you take years of development, all the mistakes, all the experiments, all the failed systems, all the successful ideas, and put them together into one new version. And if you're completely new, you don't need to know any of the history. You don't need to know what Mysteria used to look like. You don't need to know about the old versions. You don't need to know about Silenced or any of the abandoned ideas. You can simply join Mysteria 2.0. Explore the island, play your first round, choose your favorite weapons, collect items, trade with players, open boxes, try fusion, level up, play Death Timer, and discover the game for yourself. So why call it Mysteria 2.0? Because this isn't just another update. It's a reset of the experience. A new foundation, a new world, new systems, new UI, new maps, new weapons, new progression, new trading, a new inventory, new box opening, fusion, pets, mystics, Death Timer, R15, a new atmosphere, new terrain, and a ridiculous amount of rebuilding behind the scenes. It's not about changing one thing, it's about changing everything that needs to change. And the current goal is to bring Mysteria 2.0 around fall 2026. The exact release date can still change because development takes time, and we'd rather take the extra time to make the game better than release another rushed version. But once Mysteria 2.0 is ready, we're going to promote it. We're going to try to bring in new players, we're going to show people what Mysteria has become, and we're going to give the game the chance it deserves. And if you're watching this, whether you're an old player or someone who just discovered Mysteria, there's one thing you can do that helps more than you might realize. Invite your friends. Invite your family. Tell someone about the game. Send them the link. Play together. Share the game. Every person who joins Mysteria helps build the community, and that support genuinely means everything. Mysteria has had a long history. It has changed names, changed direction, had successful updates, had failed updates, and gone through countless ideas. Some ideas survived, some were completely scrapped, and some became the foundation for what we're building now. But all of that led here. Mysteria 2.0. A new lobby, a new island, new maps, new terrain, a new atmosphere, new weapons, R15, a new inventory, a new trading system, coin trading, a new shop, ammo cosmetics, gun effects, emotes, pets returning, mystics staying, a new 3D box system, fusion replacing crafting, a new progression system, coins returning, Death Timer, new UI, and countless bug fixes and improvements. This is not Silenced. This is not the old beta. This is not the scrapped Frutiger Aero version. This is Mysteria. Rebuilt, reimagined, and ready.
Fall 2026.